Hey guys, what is up? It's your boy, the Almighty Lewis, coming at you with another video. All right, so this is just gonna be a raw personal video. It's not gonna be any personal development or anything like that. Maybe there will be. Obviously, I don't know. I'm just gonna open up and see where this goes. Maybe there is something that you can take from this video at the end of it. But for now, I just kind of want to jump on here and just be real with you guys, kind of open up and just kind of let you guys know what's been going on. So nothing fancy here. I'm here in the podcast room, podcast studio, where I've recorded some episodes here for the podcast that I'm running on my food channel at the Foodie Filmmaker, which I haven't done an episode in a while actually, just because I've been so busy just filming and doing other stuff, learning, growing and stuff. And so sometimes, you know, those things, those areas in your life need to take priority. So sometimes you just need to dial in and really, focus on whatever area you want to grow in. And sometimes you end up ignoring other areas. And so, eventually, once you've kind of attained your goals, or you feel like you've done everything that you could in that area, and you probably need to take like a little bit of a break, or you need to shift a little bit, or you need to get back to what you were doing back in the day, then that's kind of where this comes in. So I think right now we're at that point where I need to get back to what I was doing before, and kind of just maybe not like consistently, but I do want to get back here and just kind of talk to you guys. So yeah, so only for introverts. I mean, a lot has happened in this channel. I think I spoke about it in the previous video, but yeah, I mean, like no fancy gear. Like I said, I'm not using the equipment of the podcast. I'm not even using a mic. I was gonna actually use a mic, but I realized I don't even have the actual adapter, because this is an iPhone, so you need to use the Lightning adapter. I still have the 3.5 millimeter jack. You know, if some of you guys know what that is, that's basically like the round standard headphone jack that you would normally connect to a phone, at least back in the day. Now you got to use the Lightning connector. So I don't have the adapter, so I can't use the mic. So I'm just kind of using the mic right here that comes with the iPhone. So hopefully it sounds good. Hopefully it sounds good enough. But yeah, I mean, it's been quite a while. I did I did ask some of you guys in the previous video if you guys wanted to see more of this content. If you guys wanted me to continue doing like only for introverts content, and I actually didn't get any responses. So I wish I did. I wish I did get some responses, but unfortunately, I didn't get any of them. I'm not sure why. Maybe I need to. I probably need to engage with the community a little bit more. But yeah, so I didn't get any responses. So I still don't know if people want me to continue or not. I personally, though, I was thinking about it. Excuse me. I just finished eating a big lunch actually. I was shooting at a location here close to the podcast studio, so I just stayed. So I'm still kind of full, but yeah, going back to the topic. So I was thinking about it throughout this time. I was like, do I want to really continue? And the answer is yes, I do want to continue, because I feel like really putting content like this out there where it's just raw, and at the same time it contains that piece of like motivational and inspirational stuff. It's nice. It really is nice. It's something that not only feels good for me to just put out there, but I feel like at least there's some viewers here who do take value from that. And so to those who do love the content here, who do love watching what I've put out so far, I did want to continue putting out some content like that. So here's the deal. Like, I think I will continue doing it. I don't think it's going to be as consistent though, just because, like I said, I have other priorities in life. I do have the filming that I do. I have a business to run, and there's just a lot of stuff going on. And so I don't always have time to now sit down like I used to when I had a normal job and where I was doing these videos from. I was doing them from the office that I had back in those days, but now that's not the case. I don't work there no more, so I don't have that same flexibility anymore to just sit in the office and just film videos for you guys every single day. That's kind of how it was happening. So behind the scenes, maybe you guys didn't know that, but basically before my work shift started, nobody was at the office. So eventually, when the work starts, everybody's at the office, everybody's working, everybody's there. So that's not the time when I make the videos. I always made them like really early in the morning when nobody was in the office, so that the office was clear and everything. And then second of all, I could think a little better because I'm an introvert. So uh the ideas flow a little better when there's nobody in the room and I'm able to just freely kind of associate with my words a little better, as opposed to if there's people already in the office and they have to listen to the stuff that I'm saying. Then it's a little different, because I feel like now I have an audience and now I have to kind of you know pick my words a little bit more, especially if it's a work environment, kind of careful that I don't want to say something that might disturb the people in the office or something like that, or I don't want to start some conversation with somebody because they hear something and now they want to kind of get in there, interject, and then I can't finish my video, so that would kind of suck too. So basically that's how it was behind the scenes. Like every time I would come in really early and I would shoot these videos. Sometimes I would shoot like two or three at once. That's why in some of the videos, if you notice, there's like maybe three in a row where I'm wearing the same thing. That's because they were recorded back to back. And so sometimes I did think a day before as far as like what topics I was going to talk about, but sometimes I just kind of came up with them on the spot. Sometimes I would have the idea for the first video, and then in the first video we'll start talking about stuff, and then I would get the idea of what I could make for the second video, and then from the second video I would get an idea for the third one, and so on and so forth. And so that's kind of what was going on there. That's kind of the work environment. Let me go ahead and bring you in a little bit better here. Let's see. I'm trying to lean back a little bit here, so way I'm a little more comfortable here. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of how it was happening behind the scenes. Also, like the music stuff. I don't know if you guys have checked out some of my music, but if you haven't, you guys can go ahead and go to Space Degree Records. That's basically where I uploaded all those songs. I mean, not all those songs are there. At some point, I did kind of like pick and choose which songs I felt like I put in the most effort into. And those are basically the songs that are there in that channel. Sorry, I thought it was somebody trying to get in or something to the studio, but I guess not. I guess we're good. I think so. Whatever. I mean, like, there's like a whole different section of the office outside of this room. So like, I'm always like, hey, is somebody trying to get in or something, like. But yeah. So going back to it though. So yeah. So I had that office space. So basically, I would use it as well for like recording music. And I'm not even sure if the employees knew there. Everybody who I worked with, my coworkers, they probably had an idea and they probably figured that perhaps that was going on, but I never really told them directly. But yes, I did use that office as well to record those songs, because the office itself was a pretty good environment. Then I had the computer, which was a really good computer. Might have I don't know if I showed it here. I'm not sure if I showed it while I was shooting. I don't think I did actually, because the way I positioned the camera, so like the computer itself was on that side, so it was also facing me, so I don't think you saw it because you could only see what's behind me. And so yeah, but I had a really nice computer. It was really well equipped, so I would pretty much just use that computer to capture all the audio and stuff, and then I would take the files from there and then like edit them at home, and then that's when I did like the final mastering with my own computer. But the actual recording and everything happened at the office when obviously nobody was there as well. And so I gotta say, I really did end up using that office for quite a lot of stuff. It was very helpful. It was something that definitely I gotta say, I'm very thankful that I had that office space, because it did bring a lot of dreams and a lot of things, that ideas and stuff like that I had to fruition. I mean, sure, they didn't really connect with what I had to do there. Obviously, I had a specific job there to do. I had to do like the marketing and stuff. And I gotta say that I wasn't the best employee there because of that, because I didn't really do what I was told to do. I didn't follow the instructions of the owner or my coworkers. I was just kind of in my own agenda and kind of doing my own thing. And it happens. It happens. And I think this is a very common thing also with introverts, just because like you kind of get used to the idea of just being alone, right? You get used to just, running in the world all on your own because you're not really good at communicating. Not only are you not really that good, and it's not even that you're not that good, actually. I would say that introverts are actually the best communicators that there is. But as far as like effectiveness goes, because introverts tend to choose their words a little more carefully. They're more goal oriented when it comes to conversation, as opposed to just going in tangents or going in circles and stuff. So there's more purpose when it comes to delivering something when they speak, as opposed to extroverts, which is more like just associating just for the vibe, just to kind of fill in the silence, if you will. It's kind of like just something that they do just because it's in their nature to talk and to come up with stuff, which is I mean, I've said it in this channel, and maybe I've kind of hit it hard that maybe you guys think that I hate extroverts, but no, actually I've most of the people that I associate myself with are actually extroverts. And I gotta say that extroverts are really good at coming up with themes, with ideas, with topics to talk about. Because here's the thing, like I may be good at getting the conversation going and progressing and maybe breaking things down and stuff, but they're probably better at just coming up with the actual content, or like the stuff that could be talked about. So I think introverts and extroverts really can work together if they understand their strengths. If they understand like who's the introvert, who's the extrovert, and they both accept and come to acceptance of their position, then I think they can definitely work together and make some really fascinating and interesting things happen. But until then, maybe that might not be the case. But yeah, so that's what was going on back there. I wasn't really a good employee, I gotta say. Uh, yeah, I wasn't I was kind of doing my own thing, like I said, and yeah, this just comes because you're introverted. You feel like you're kind of alone in there, even though you're surrounded by coworkers and stuff, and they all tell you, like you can always count on us, you can always talk to me, you can always do that, this, that, right? But as an introvert, those words kind of go out the window, because like it's kind of like you hear them, but you're like, nah, not really. Like who's gonna want to listen to this introvert, right? Like who's gonna give a fuck, So, so you kind of just like you're like, hey, you know what? Yeah. You're just kind of like whatever, going along with it. But in reality, it's kind of like you're just like, at the end of the day, I know that I'm by myself, I'm alone, and so I might as well make plans alone. Might as well like just do everything alone, right? And and then just yeah, so just be all on your own and stuff like that. But yeah, so there's that. And I do feel a little bad though, because like I said, they did a lot for me. And I'm not even sure if they still watch some of the videos that I upload on my food channel. I think my previous boss does, but I don't know if the rest of the coworkers do. But maybe they watch this video, because I think they might still be subscribed to this channel. But I don't know, maybe they don't subscribe. I have no idea. But if they do, and everybody at the office watching this, apologies, for not being the best employee. I know that I wasn't the best, and I could have done a lot of things better. But like I said, sometimes you just in the moment, you feel like this is the right thing to do, so that's what you do. You always go along with what you believe, and to some extent, I think a good way to approach life. Always pursue what you believe in. If you believe like a certain thing is right, a certain action is right, and you know, deep in your heart, you feel like this is the right move, then by all means go for it. Yes, in the long run, like I said, you know, things didn't go well over there, but I do feel like at the end of the day that did kind of serve me to like, at the end of the day, it helped me see that, hey, you know what, maybe this isn't the right place for you, because, you know, you're just not built for a place like that. And it's better that I leave. That way, I don't continue to, you know, hold up a space for somebody that might be a better fit. You know, maybe there's somebody who does want to be part of a team, who doesn't feel like they can be on their own, who actually wants that support, who actually wants and appreciates having coworkers, having teammates, having people to talk to, you know, as opposed to me who didn't value those things. And so that made me someone who just wasn't the right fit. And so keeping me around was just, you know, not really serving anybody there. So it was kind of like I was doing my own thing, they were doing their own thing, and it's like at that point, it's like, why am I even there, you know? So things happen for a reason, and at the end of the day, you know, stuff happened over there. Very grateful, like I said, for everything. I mean, if I were to get another chance to be over there, I definitely would have done a lot different. I would have done so many things differently. Actually, I think I could have been a lot of help to the company, but because I was in my own thing, I was doing my own stuff, I was making these videos, I was making my songs, I was kind of like in my own little world, you know, just focusing on my passions, focusing on the things that I love, which, like I said, nothing wrong with that. You know, everybody has that, everybody has their own thing, everybody has the things that they love. And I'm pretty sure you have the things that, even if you're not an introvert, you know, you probably have your own things that you love wholeheartedly, and you would love to pursue, you know. But at the same time, you gotta understand that if you are part of a company, if you are part of a group, sometimes you do need to compromise here and there for the better of the group, you know, for the better of the team, the company. You know, you gotta put that over yourself, and so that takes some work. And so yeah, but that's kind of what my thoughts are. That's kind of what was going through my mind all this time, and just thinking about like everything that happened. And so there's been quite a bit of growth from that point to now. And I feel like most of the stuff that is in this channel, I might still somewhat believe in it, but I think the majority of the stuff, because I did go through the channel and I started to watch some of the stuff that I was saying in some of the videos, and I think I might not so much agree in some ways. And then also, I think that some stuff I do need to elaborate a little bit more and break it down a little bit more, just so that the actual topic makes more sense. You know, there's a lot more like stuff to back it up and stuff like that. And so that's why I want to continue doing this. I want to see if I can put out new content, new, that's fresh, that's updated, with a lot more consciousness now. Obviously, I'm older now, so I feel like I've learned a lot more, I've been through more, I've tested a lot more things, and so I feel like I could come with a much more fresh perspective. And of course, I think this is still going to apply to just introverts. Of course, extroverts can watch this and also implement it in their lives, but I still am an introvert, even though I jump onto the camera and I do things that may make you think that I'm an extrovert. That's not the case. I just have learned and applied a lot of things that, you know, extroverts know, and I've put them into practice. And so that way I can still be an introvert and still use some of the great qualities that extroverts have in order to get things out of life that I wouldn't have done so if I would have just stayed, you know, complacent, and I would have just accepted my qualities as an introvert, which I still do. I still love my qualities as an introvert. Those are definitely my strengths, but that doesn't mean that you can't step out of that and learn new things. That way you can be at least somewhat competent in the other side as well. So yeah, that video went a little bit longer than I thought it would be, but just kind of wanted to open up there, kind of let you guys know what's gonna happen. And so yeah, you can expect a few more videos. Hope to bring my mic next time. You know, this time it's just gonna be raw, no preparation, no nothing. I just jumped in here. I didn't even know I was gonna make this video. I was actually in here to do some voiceovers for some of my videos, but here we are making this video, and you can expect more. And another thing I want to do actually is I want to start making videos like I used to before. So before, I used to make videos like outside, like in random areas, like in the park and stuff. Before, obviously, it was on downtown because I live in downtown, so most of the areas that you would see would be in downtown. I'm not sure you guys saw it though, because that was a long time ago. Those videos don't even exist anymore. I wish I did have them. I would definitely like throw a few like clips of them, but I don't have them, unfortunately. But I used to make like the beginnings of personal development. Actually, you know what? I do have some actually. I will put them like they're in vertical format though, just because I made backups of you know, my previous Instagrams, because I went through a few Instagrams before, Instagram accounts, but and then I would kind of delete them because I wanted to kind of do like a sort of like a cleanse, you know, of social media. So I tried that out as well, you know, to see if it did anything. So I would go and I would cleanse myself, and I would fully commit. So I would fully go on there, but I would create like a backup of my Instagram account, and then like basically Instagram downloads everything for you and puts it in a folder and then sends it to you in an email link, and then you can just download the whole file. And then like, yeah, so you have a backup of all your videos and photos and stuff like that. So I have those, and I did it multiple times, so I have multiple backups. So in those backups, there is like videos of me just sharing personal development content, and so I might put those. I'm gonna try to see how many I can find, and then put them all like in one video, so you guys can kind of see how all of those things began. And then I kind of want to make videos like that again, where I used to go out there, you know, and just kind of randomly just talk about a topic and stuff like that. So yeah, enough talking. I think I said enough, but yeah, that's what you can expect moving forward. Whew, that's a lot of yapping, actually. That's a lot of talking. Even though I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted already. Like, ooh. Whew. I haven't spoken that much in a while, but yeah, thank you very much, everyone, for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.